Hi and welcome to the second in the series of videos aimed at small and medium-sized enterprises and thinking about how to apply sustainability into your organisation. So this next one is primarily aimed at people who haven't started much on their sustainability journey. Obviously, when we're talking about SMEs, we are looking at a huge range of different types of organisations, different sectors, different sizes, different shapes, different makeups. So there's not going to be any one size fits all. I recommend when you're starting out and you're looking at things, look within your sector. So first up also, we're going to be thinking we need a crisis response. We are in a climate emergency. We do not have long, less than 10 years now, scientists think, before we are really going to start seeing significant effects and have the worry of damaging feedback loops within our environment. So we need to respond quickly, we need to drive carbon down, we need to have good targets, achievable targets and ambitions that are going to actually take us there. Some of the responses to COVID will be those that are applicable to sustainability. So, for example, your workforce at home, will this be extended in the long term? That might have an impact on your energy use and your need for office space, for example. So these kind of things, you need to reflect and think about them. As I was saying, you need to also do research. So there's some great publications out there. The Committee on Climate Change has got some really good stuff. There's also the Cambridge University's Institute for Sustainability and others have some great videos, sector reports. Look at any trade organisations, what they're doing. Check out your competitors. Are they reporting annually about sustainability? It's likely that you'll be able to apply some of this thinking and learning to your own organisation, and don't be shy on doing that. We need the action. We don't need whole new wonderful innovations, although they will be important as well. What data have you got already in your business? So your utility bills, and make sure that these are in order and that you've got them so that you've got an understanding of whether you're more intensive, where you're more intensive usage for energy, for example, or whether you use water at different times of the year. So gather those all together and then get in touch with your local authority. They will have a range of climate risk assessments, including flood maps or drought maps, and these are particularly important to where your building is located. If you need to consider how weather patterns might actually affect your ability to maintain your organisation going forward. And then also drought as well is likely to be a big impact for the UK, and the southeast is one of the most water stressed areas on the planet. So we do need to think about these other kind of existential risks. And then also within that, you will want to look at your global supply chains and what climate change risks might there be for goods that need to be imported. So the countries where they're coming from, are they going to suffer particular issues that are going to impact on your own supply chains? And then importantly and finally, what are you actually doing in your business already? So you're really unlikely to not be doing recycling, for example. Map everything, talk to your employees. Are they doing particular things that might help? I used to work in London and didn't have recycling bins, so I was taking my recycling home. This was a good few years ago, so hopefully that's all been ironed out now. But they will be doing other sustainability things that you might be able to expand and take across a whole business. So think about what you're already doing. So lots of light bedtime reading and some nice bits of research. All this information, it doesn't need to look pretty when you're putting it together. Just put it into notes format and gather. It's more allowing your brain to understand how the climate action that you need to take in your organisation will impact, and the impacts that's going to happen to you. So it's a bit of give and take, and it's all about that kind of learning. In the next video, we're going to start thinking about building this framework for action. So we will have your research, and you'll start thinking about how you're going to put this into, implement it across your business. And then in subsequent videos, we're going to look at each different part of sustainability in a very general way and think about the kind of things that can be taken forward, the low-hanging fruit, what targets, etc., and how we can go above and beyond. So I hope you've enjoyed them, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thanks.